What do we call this in English? And this? What about this one? Have you ever thought about this? Hi guys, I'm so happy to see you today. Welcome to my temporary kitchen in California. I'm staying here for 1 month, so I decided that I'm gonna show you what's in my kitchen. In today's video, I'm gonna teach you all you need to know about your kitchen and its treasures in English. Let's start with kitchen appliances, these machines that you have in your kitchen. A few bonus words are gonna appear here and there, so we're gonna learn a lot of new vocabulary. Then I'm gonna show you all the necessary utensils that you have in your kitchen. In the end of this video, I'm gonna reveal a secret on how to memorize all of these words effectively. Let's go! Guys, as I said, we're gonna start with kitchen appliances. Appliances are these machines that we have in our kitchen. Here, we have a huge refrigerator. Americans, for some reason, have huge refrigerators. So this is a refrigerator or a fridge. Usually we say fridge, but actually both words are correct. Down below we have a freezer. Again, this freezer is enormous, and here the owners of this house store frozen food. So I'm not gonna surprise you when I'm gonna say that Americans love frozen food, and when you go to a grocery store you can buy a lot of products like this. You just need to heat them up in the microwave, which I'm gonna show you in a second, or maybe in air fryer, that I'm gonna show you as well. Actually, you can eat healthy in America if you wonder. I was really scared that I'm gonna eat just garbage, but no, I actually eat healthy here. There are always a lot of options. I wanted to show you broccoli, breaded chicken breast. Not really healthy, but you can eat healthy in the US. It's just a matter of choice. I'm gonna store this chicken breast, close the freezer, and let's move on. I'm absolutely sure you know this device. This is a microwave. The full name is a microwave oven, but nobody says that. It's just a microwave. So you heat your food really quickly, and yeah, it's ready. You can set a time, for example, 2 minutes, click start, and it's gonna heat up your food. Here we have an oven. We can bake some cakes here, we can roast some chicken or some other meat, we can roast vegetables. Here we have an oven rack. This is an oven rack. We should also have an oven tray. I'm not sure if I'm gonna find one in this house. Oh yeah, I have just found one. This is an oven tray. Okay, we needed to switch sides because the stove and the oven are separate. They are not together. They are usually together, so the oven should be here down below. We cook on the stove. These 4 little things here are called burners. This is a burner, and this is a knob. So right now I'm gonna move back, and I'm gonna turn on a stove using a knob, and the stove is ready for cooking. I can use a pot. This is a pot. We can also call it a saucepan, okay? Yesterday I was preparing mac and cheese, you know, this instant mac and cheese from a grocery store. I really wanted to try. As I told you, I try to stay healthy. Sometimes it's difficult in America because there are so many like temptations, fast food, and these instant alternatives are so popular here. But well, I'm not gonna justify myself. On the package, it was written that you have to boil these macaroni in a saucepan. We can call it a pot as well. Pot can be also a bigger thing. Talking about pots, we can also cover the pot with a lid. So this is a lid. It doesn't match, but it doesn't matter. Just remember that this is a lid. We also use a frying pan on the stove, or simply pan, to fry some things. You pour some oil on a frying pan and you fry your chicken, for example. For all Europeans, this is a game changer. I'm from Europe, I'm from Poland, and we don't have these kind of things in Poland. This is, guys, an air fryer. What's an air fryer? I was shocked when I saw this machine here for the first time in the US. An air fryer cooks food by circulating the hot air, I guess, and you can fry food without the oil. So do you remember this crispy chicken I showed you I have in my freezer? I can fry it here without using any oil, which means it's gonna have less calories, it's gonna be healthier, healthier. At least something is gonna be without oil. It's not gonna be like really fried, but it's gonna be made in an air fryer. The air fryer produces this crispy layer around different things. For example, chicken, fish, falafel, beef, or whatever you can buy in a grocery store that it's already like kind of done, kind of prepared. So we turn this on, we can see 380 degrees. What is that? I know all of the degrees in Celsius. Here in the US we use Fahrenheit. No, off. The next thing, I'm not gonna surprise you, it's a... Okay. Thank you. It's a toaster, so we can toast some bread here. That's pretty obvious. I'm not gonna say more things about the toaster. Here we have a kettle. This is called an electric kettle, just kettle, or tea kettle. We boil the water here. I need electricity. This is, I don't know if you're gonna see it, this is in Fahrenheit, obviously, so you can choose the temperature. 212 Fahrenheit is gonna be around 100 degrees. Celsius degrees, obviously. Sorry, I don't know where you're from, what the measurement system in your country is. As I said, I come from Europe, so Celsius degrees and milliliters, kilograms are absolutely normal for me. Here in the US, my mind blows. When we talk about this, let me show you really interesting thing, at least interesting for me, because I don't have these things in Europe. When you cook something in the US or with a recipe from the US, they usually gonna use cups. So this is like 1 cup, which is 235 milliliters. Here we have 1/3 cup, and so on and so on. And we also have tablespoons. For example, yesterday when I prepared this instant mac and cheese, they said use 2 tablespoons of butter, which is like so much fat. Anyways, this is really helpful, extremely helpful. The next thing I wanted to show you is a coffee system. I'm a coffee lover. I cannot stand even one day without my coffee. So here in the US, obviously, I love going to coffee shops, listen to beautiful American English. But once I'm at home, I really like to make my coffee in this. This is called a French press. So to make coffee in this French press, first of all, we need to grind it. So this is a coffee grinder. We plug it in and we put some coffee beans inside. We grind the coffee. Later, we put some coffee here to a French press and pour some boiling water that we boiled in the kettle, and basically we press it. I found one more thing that makes our life easier. So this is a blender. You can blend different things, I don't know, vegetables for soup or fruits. Oh, it's even written, stainless steel hand blender. Dishwasher safe. What's a dishwasher? Let me show you. Here we have the most useful kitchen appliance, in my opinion. I hate doing the dishes. If you are like me, most probably it's the most useful for you as well. A dishwasher. So let's open our dishwasher. And here we have a rack. I can load my dishwasher. It's when I put dishes, plates inside. When the machine finishes its work, I empty the dishwasher. So I take the dishes out. By the way, this is a plate. This is a small plate. No bigger deal with that. It's just a small plate. Here we have a glass, a bowl, my pinkish bowl. I love it. A mug, a bigger cup. What else I can teach you here? Obviously, this is a spoon to 2 spoons. The smaller one is a teaspoon, knife, and here we have fork. One more thing. Obviously here, for the dishwasher, you use a dishwasher detergent. So the dishwasher detergent can be a liquid, like in this case, so heavy. We close it, we turn it on, and done. Once we talk about doing the dishes, let me teach you some vocabulary here. So, this activity is doing the dishes, yes? To do the dishes. This is a sink. Here, we do the dishes in a sink. This is a faucet, okay, faucet. And the water that comes out of the faucet is called tap water. In some countries, you can actually drink tap water, which is super convenient. For example, in Poland, I'm from Poland, so in Poland we can drink tap water. In Spain, where I lived, we could also drink tap water. Here in the US, it's possible, but I don't like it and I don't feel well after that. Can you drink tap water in your country? Type yes or no in the comments. Here we have some dish soap, so basically soap for dishes. This is a sponge. Oh, and important thing, let me show you. This is a dish rack. Do you remember where we used the word rack? 3, 2, 1. In the dishwasher. In the dishwasher we also had a rack, and also in the oven. This is a cabinet. Usually in cabinets we store some lids, frying pans. I already taught you that. Some pots, saucepans, and different stuff. Some food as well, dry food. This is a drawer. In a drawer we can have different kind of things. Silverware, for example. Silverware is fork, knife, spoon, teaspoon. All of these are called silverware. Simple. Here we can see some shelves. Yes, these are shelves. By the way, here we have more shelves, and on the shelves we can see some bowls, plates, pots, and obviously supplements. These are mine, but Americans love supplements. When you go to the grocery store, you can see like shelves full of supplements. I bought myself some of them. Here we have a fruit stand. I usually put some bananas here and sometimes some apples, but I really like them cold. So I usually put them in what? Refrigerator or a fridge. This is a paper towel stand, really useful to wipe your counter. We prepare food, we make food on a counter. We can also call it a countertop. You can say counter, but Americans usually would say counter. Do you remember when we were talking about coffee grinder? Here I have some pepper grinder and salt grinder. Really useful when you like stronger flavors. Welcome to the second part of this video, kitchen utensils. We're gonna start with something kinda dangerous. I have a knife here and a cutting board. So of course we can cut things, we can chop things, we can slice things on a cutting board. You already know what this is. What was it? It's a pan or a frying pan. So for a for a frying pan, we can use a spatula. I love sunny side up eggs for my breakfast. So I put this on a stove, I crack my eggs, sunny side up obviously, these are sunny side up eggs, and I use my spatula to take them and put them on my plate, to serve them on my plate with a spatula. Do you remember what this was? A counter. This is a wooden countertop. Here we have tongs. Tongs. Really useful when you grill something, when you fry something and you need to like flip it. You flip it with tongs. These are bowls, and if we make a cake, we can use a whisk. I love this small tool. It's a peeler. So imagine that I have a cucumber here and I peel a cucumber with a peeler. It's so useful because usually when I peel a cucumber, you know, with a knife, I cut the whole cucumber and I end up without a cucumber. So peeler is extremely useful. Speaking of cucumber or maybe some carrot, we can grate them on a grater. Can opener. In the US, extremely useful because I bought some cans of tuna. Let me show you. How on earth should I open this? I don't know, I'm used to buying cans of tuna with, you know, some like metal thing, I guess it's opener, to open it. But here in the US, surprise. So they have this tool that's called a can opener. I didn't know how to use it. I needed to watch a YouTube tutorial, and obviously after opening my first can of tuna, I was covered with tuna. It's not as simple as it seems to be, because you just need to like squeeze it and then do something like this. I'm not gonna demonstrate that, but this is a can opener. This is a strainer. When you cook some pasta or rice, when it's already boiled, you just pour it here to a strainer. Instead of strainer, we could also use a colander, which I don't have here. You can see it somewhere on the screen. There you have it, guys. After watching this video, most probably you feel so overwhelmed by the amount of words that we have just covered. No worries, I do feel you. I've been there. Now the question pops up. How on earth am I going to remember all of these words? Finally, let me reveal my secret on vocabulary learning. So when I was learning English and Spanish, I would write one word on a small sticker and then stick it to each object. After that, when I see a pot, when I touch a pot, and when I want to use a pot, I'm gonna remember, oh, it's a pot. Every time I see this object, I would say this word out loud. You can learn English by living your regular life. Imagine that you wake up, you want to have some coffee, you want to make some breakfast, you enter your kitchen and you see everything. So you're just learning by living. Oh, here I have a stove. This is a counter. I'm gonna take a pot and, I don't know, make some oatmeals. Or I'm gonna use tongs for, I don't know, bacon or whatever you want to prepare. Isn't it awesome? It's absolutely for free. Try and you won't regret it. Is there any word I didn't mention in the video? Maybe you have something in your kitchen that I don't have in this kitchen. Let me know in the comments. If this video helped you somehow, consider subscribing to my channel and give this video a like to support my work. I see you on my Instagram, where I share a lot of new vocabulary daily, some personal stories, my lifestyle. So get to know me better, follow me on Instagram. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!